Welcome back to the Daily Show with Spiral Strategies, giving you the latest updates in the crypto markets. So let's get started. Alright guys, now as you can see here, as we suspected, we have had our dump on Bitcoin. Now it's been a long time coming. It did try to really break above that $72,000 level, but it just was not enough. The bulls did not come in hard enough. So now we've seen that rejection come off our apex here, which we have been talking about for the past couple of weeks here. Now, question is, where do we go from here? That is the million-dollar question. So what we've currently got here is we can see this breakdown and rejection essentially from this $68,000 level. We see that massive 4-hour candle dump all the way down, and now we've kind of tested this kind of key support here. Now this key support comes in at $65,000, which is a nice support, a nice round number there, and we have made a small recovery. Now where we go from here, we're most likely going to see a retest. Now it's going to make a lot of sense that we come back and retest this $68,000 400 level before we decide where we kind of want to go. Now the worst case scenario is we may not even retest this. We might do something along the lines of this and just break down even further. Now that scenario comes in if we get some really bad news, or we get some FUD and the bears kind of continue to relentlessly pull us down further, down to that $50,000 level. Now I'm going to take a quick look at our volume profile here, and it's going to tell us a lot because we've got a nice point of control sitting here at about $67,000. So we should expect to see a small push back up before we decide if we want to break down below value low, which is at 65,000. If we do break down and continue making market structure double tops or M structures below that level, then we're going to see some more havoc in Bitcoin in the coming weeks, especially heading into the halving. Now as you can see, we were previously in this tight range, which we have now since broken, and we've got our next key support here, which is going to be at $62,000 and $60,700. Now as we mentioned here, if we do not recover this kind of key area here, which is at 68,000, 72,000, it's going to be really bad, because like 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗹 mentioned previously in the daily shows, we've got a massive gap here where there's not much price discovery that has happened in between this key area, which is 60,000 and 53 odd $1,000, and that's going to be a main kind of magnet or a pull for price discovery to kind of go and backfill essentially. Now let's quickly change our time frames. I'll quickly jump into our 8-hour time frame here. Now you can see this beautiful M-top structure come in and break down. As we said here, it was looking quite heavy coming into this area, especially with our projected harmonic pattern here, which normally with harmonic patterns you normally kind of see an instant rejection. However, this kind of took a bit longer to play out. It took about, let's say, 3, 4, 5 days, whereas you'd usually see a 1 to 2 day kind of reaction instantly rejecting it. In this case it did take a bit of time to play out, where you did see that massive fight here with the bulls kind of trying to create positive market structure to break to the upside, and in this case they definitely rejected it off this apex here on the 4-hour time frame. Moving quickly into our 30-minute time frame, I'm going to pull up our volume profile here. Now we've got a nice gap here that we can come back and retest. The key ranges or key areas that we're kind of looking for is a retest short here. So for those kind of day traders looking to continue the now new market structure bear and looking to re-short or re-enter a short, they're going to look to re-enter in these levels here. Now this is going to be at about 50% level here, so I'll draw our fibs here. So we've got a 50% level tag here that we're expecting. Now this could also come in, let me just quickly short here, it can also come in at 61.8 here, which is going to be perfect, so it's 69,000 or at 68,110. So that's a key level that shorters are going to take advantage of should we get a retest here. And as you can see here, guys, the bear volume has increased here, and the bull volume still is decreasing. You can see here that the bulls did try to come up and reclaim some of this bearish market bear volume, but it wasn't enough, and we still have broken down even on 4-hour MACD, heading down, and our volume remaining strong on the bears. So that bear volume continues to remain in control. Alright, we're going to quickly head on over into Ethereum here as well. As you can see here, our resistance here, which we retested multiple times here at $3,600, has now been rejected, and we've come back to retest the key levels here. We've got our, it's not too much support happening around here. This chart's looking a little bit weird for Ethereum, but we have retested value low here. So again, expect a quick retest move up to really test this kind of resistance level here. If we break below this, we're going to continue to create bearish market structure, double top, triple top kind of action, and that's not going to look good for Ethereum. It's going to look good for people that have sold out or are going to probably transition over into shorts and take advantage of the bear, the temporary bear. So we'll quickly just head back into Bitcoin here just to show you the bear that's kind of playing out here. We're going to go to a 30-minute here. So we now actually, let me get rid of the volume profile here. So we've now got this trend line working for our market structure breakdown here. So any kind of retest up into these kind of levels kind of will be okay for short. What you tend to see is you kind of tend to see a break up above and then continue the market structure, break down, and try and fake out an entry long on the other side of this trend line. If you are a bull, we definitely want to see us come across this side of the trend line and reclaim positive market structure. But until then, we are now officially on our 30-minute time frame. We're officially in a bear, and we will look to continue to monitor the situation. However, it's going to become quite apparent especially if we break down on the $65,000 level. If we continue to break down, then it's going to continue to look quite bad, and we'll have to come down and retest some of these levels at 50,000. But we'll keep an eye out on this trend line in the future and see what happens as this kind of plays out. Quickly heading back into Ethereum as well. We've got a nice support here at 2,500, and let's check out our volume profile here. As we mentioned, it has hit value low. We've got some, our next point of support is going to be this level here at 2,900, 3,000 is going to be our next support level here. So what we might see is we'll probably see a retest here, and we'll hit this and kind of come up here. Squiggly line theory, but yes, this is what we should expect. We'll keep this on here just to see how this kind of plays out, but it should kind of come back to retest our 3,500, come back down, and then hopefully break market structure to the downside and hit our $3,000 level. So we'll keep an eye on this one here in the short term. We'll quickly head on over into our 30-minute time frames. We'll bring up our volume profiles here as well. So yeah, like we're seeing here, we should expect a small move. We've got a few resistances up here. We've got one here at 33.72, with our next one being right up here against these blue resistance lines, support lines, sorry, resistance lines at 3,500 here as well. So we really want to see if we can reclaim and recapture 3,300 as well before we can decide if we're going to reject off that. So we've got a couple of levels that we're looking at here in the short term that we can definitely look into. On the MACD, we'll quickly change to a 1 hour here. We're seeing bullish divs here as well, being confirmed here. So it's giving us the green light here where we might see some retest. We've seen a Wyckoff check here. So on our 1 hour time frame, we've got here, I'll just quickly bring up a trend line. So we really want to pay attention to this current range that we're sitting in on Ethereum on our 1 hour time frame. So currently locked in at 3,279 and 3,329. We want to really see some more bullish market structure, bringing us up into this $3,372 level. We'll just quickly take a look at our moving average here. So we've got our 9 EMA and 30 SMA here, looking to bullishly cross make a kind of golden cross up to the positive side here. However, if we continue to kind of reject on our blue 30 moving average, it's going to take us further down. But at the moment, we might range a little bit here. They're just about to cross, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that in the short term. But generally with these crosses, you can kind of get some fake outs, so be prepared to be in a little bit of a range here for the next couple of days as well. But if we can recapture on our 9 EMA, then we've got a chance to come up and retest. So percentage wise, we could probably see a nice 2% move in the following days. So be prepared. Obviously don't get too bullish, even though it's cheap at these current levels. Don't go out and buy at these really bullish levels. I would, if you're gonna dollar cost average, go ahead and do that. It's a great time to dollar cost average, but don't go too crazy. We're actually in a bear, so we can expect further dips. So if you're gonna prepare some bids, you've got your entries here, and you're probably gonna look to set some more bids lower here, maybe even down to $3,000 level. So if you're trading this, you can definitely trade it. But if you're looking to invest longer term, then we like to see some more longer time frame market structure confirmations here. At this stage, we've completely broken down on our MACD here. It's completely broken down. So before we want to kind of come back in, we want to see our MACD kind of reclaim bullish market structure, and along with our price structure, we want to see us really test some key levels here before we make a further move back up on our 4 hour time frame. And that is something that we'll be keeping you updated on in the coming days. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's it for today. Peace.